Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. Mario has been entertaining the masses since 1981, and in that time we've seen some pretty amazing games. Each game has its fair share of difficult levels, but there are some that stand above the rest. Let's go over some of the hardest ones out there so you can plan your attack before you play the game. Here are the top 10 hardest levels in Mario. Number 10. The secret lily pad level from Super Mario Sunshine. This level was quite the nightmare. First, you have to actually get to the level, which is no easy feat, lugging stupid Yoshi all the way across the water to gain entry to the pipe. Then you have to try to collect 8 red coins while floating down a crazy river on a lily pad. And if you touch the water, you lose a life. Oh, and did I mention the lily pad is slowly disappearing? This is one level that often takes a number of attempts, and although it's possible to walk back up to the top to try again without fully restarting the level, that can get pretty perilous. Number 9. The 100 coin star for Rainbow Ride in Super Mario 64. 100 coin stars in general are difficult. You need to really know the layout of the map and have a memory for where you've been while avoiding death along the way. But Rainbow Ride is a particularly difficult level to get the coins on for a few reasons. One, the coins are quite spread out, so it requires a great deal of traveling. Plus, the coins have a tendency to just right off and fall off the edge, sometimes forcing you to restart after you worked ages to find them. It can get downright infuriating, and for that reason, it's going on the list. Number 8. Outrageous from Super Mario World. No Tarek, not that kind of outrageous. Outrageous is the 7th level of the Special Zone in Super Mario World, and it is a doozy of a level. It's thought by some to be the hardest in Super Mario World. It's a long level with just 300 seconds to complete it, and if you don't have a cape, you've got your work cut out for you. Do you like bullet bills, trampolines, countless enemies? Then you'll love Outrageous. It lives up to its name perfectly. Number 7. World 8-3 in Super Mario Bros. This level was the bane of many a Mario player's existence. World 8 was already hard to deal with, not much time, long levels, few power-ups, and worst of all, when you die, you go all the way back to the beginning. Not fun. But it gets the least fun in 8-3, where you're suddenly bombarded with baddie after baddie, trying to dodge bullet bills and paratroopers and the ever frustrating Hammer Bros. And once you make it to the end of this one, it's pretty smooth sailing for the rest of the game, but don't get cocky. Number 6. World 9-7 from Super Mario Bros. Wii. This is the second last level of the game and is often considered the hardest. Not only is it difficult to navigate and littered with enemies, but it actually introduces a new enemy seen only on this level, the Muncher. Okay, they're not really new to Mario, but that was the only time they were found in this particular game, so it can take you by surprise, especially if this is your first Mario game, which it probably wasn't. All things considered though, it's a long, hard level, and if you're playing it, I don't envy you. Number 5. Tubular from Super Mario World. This is viewed by many as the hardest level in Super Mario World, often beating Outrageous in this respect, and it's hard to disagree. It's pretty much impossible to do if you don't know what you're doing, and even then it's hard as hell. You need to use the P-balloon and maneuver through a maze and keep refreshing the timer on the balloon. Meanwhile, you have projectiles coming at you from every which way. This one's rough, kids. But you can actually have an easier time of it if you bring a blue Yoshi and a cape with you. If you want more hints, Google it. I don't know, I'm not your dad. Number 4. Special 8 Crown from Super Mario 3D Land. Yep, this is the final level of Super Mario 3D Land. There are gonna be a lot of final levels on here, but what are you gonna do? This is a level that's pretty tough to access, requiring you to have all 5 profile stars. Then in the actual level, as with most final levels, there are no power-ups or checkpoints, just you, your brains, your reflexes, and your ever-increasing frustration at the fact that you still can't beat this stupid frickin' level. Enjoy! Number 3. Champions Road from Super Mario 3D World. This was the final level of this game as well, and as you'd expect, it was incredibly difficult, to the point where a lot of people just leave it unfinished. So awesome, you've completed the rest of the game, things are going great, just one level to go. What's the worst that could happen? Well, you could get smacked with a long multi-section level with no checkpoints or power-ups, but I must say, when you see your cheering fans at the end, it becomes almost worth all the hassle. Number 2. Perfect Run from Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is similar to Champions Road, but like harder. Not only was this level hard to play, but it was even difficult as hell to access in the first place. In order to have the honor of the horror show that is this level, you need to have all the stars, deposit 9,999 star bits into the bank, and get the comic medal in the ultimate test. But that just gets you into the level, where you then have to deal with the fact that you have 1 hit point, no checkpoints, and a bunch of different stages. And remember, 1 misstep, back to the beginning with you. It can be one hell of a nightmare to deal with, but hey, it's in a pretty important level, it ought to be hard. Number 1. Pit of Panga U-Break from Super Mario Maker. Now, there are a lot of ridiculously hard levels in Super Mario Maker, and I could probably do a whole list on those, but that would be kinda baloney. However, I think this list would be incomplete without at least one Super Mario Maker game, and there's one that definitely fits the bill. Pit of Panga U-Break was created by Pangaea Panga, who was already famous for having created the nearly as difficult level P-Break. It's ridiculously hard. You basically need to do everything at just the right time in order to succeed. Try it if you dare, but you've been warned. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully this didn't scare you away from Mario completely. I'm sure there are a few of you out there going, these were a piece of cake, but hey, we're not all godly Mario players like you. If you like what we're doing here at Top 10 Gaming, please drop a thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments section which of these levels you found the hardest, or if you know an even harder one. Until next time, I'm Ron McKenzie LaFergie with Top 10 Gaming. Later, gamers.